host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Now, Jamal Does Vinyl is me just having conversation about vinyl. Sometimes me going to record stores. Sometimes me talking to my peers about vinyl. Sometimes it's me showing you my collection. Sometimes it's me showing you my recent buys. Whatever it is, it's going to be vinyl talk. Now, I had a show called On the Record where I would go to local record stores and show you what I get, like CDs, DVDs, vinyls, posters, whatever I want from the record store. But I wanted to strictly focus on vinyl, and that's how you get Jamal Does Vinyl. Now, in this episode, it's going to be my recent buys. I got stuff from record stores, Target, Amazon, all over. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. Now, the first vinyl that I got is Currents by Tame Impala. And I got onto Tame Impala late. I'm sorry to Tame Impala. People were telling me for a while to listen to them too. And I was like, man, get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard The Slow Rush. And when I heard that album, I immediately bought it same day. But I also needed to get this bad boy. And I finally got it. My personal favorite song on here is New Person, Same Old Mistakes, which is the last song on here. Boom, got to open it up so y'all can see the inside of the vinyl. But I'm a fan of Tame Impala. Sorry for sleeping on Tame Impala. Dope artist, great music. I want to see Tame Impala perform. It's going to happen one day. The next artist that we're going with is Bryson Tiller. This is Trap Soul. Now, this album changed music. It changed music. And I think Bryson needs to get more credit for this. Like, it literally had him sing over like trap beats. Who does that? Not everybody does it because Bryson was an innovator and he did that. You know, this has hit songs on here. You got Exchange, you got Overtime, you got Rambo, and of course you got the hit record Don't was everywhere. I got tired of it because it was in everybody's videos and all these little quick little vines and TikToks and all that type of stuff. I'm glad like that song existed because we've got this masterpiece right here, but also the way y'all overuse that song. Be better. But Bryson Tiller will never be able to top this album now, though, in my opinion, because of what it did for the genre. This is a genre like setting album. That's hard to top that. Shout out to Bryson Tiller though for giving us this masterpiece. My personal favorite song on here is Overtime. I love that song. I think it's a banger. You should too. Next album we're going with is Sampha, Process. Now, I first heard Sampha on a Subtract song. And I was like, yo, whose voice is this? Who's this guy? I immediately became a fan. And like, it's funny too because the other day I was going through Tiny Desk and I stumbled on his again. And I was like, oh my gosh, he is so talented. And I immediately bought the album after that Tiny Desk. I'm telling you, man, like, having access that we have access to, like the internet and everything like that, sometimes could be a problem because I'd be like, I want it, I got it. And this is a fantastic project. Blood on Me was a song I played ridiculous amount of times. No One Knows Me Like My Piano is a song I played ridiculous amount of times. Like, if you are an artist and you get Sampha on your hook, you have a hit. You have a hit. I can't see one bad hook that he has ever done. Like, I was surprised that he was on the Kendrick album because both of them don't be dropping music. But this project right here, I'm going to live off of it. We can wait for that album. I'm patient. Shout out to Sampha. This next album is an artist who has been killing it on the festival scene. Somebody that, like, I think needs to get his credit as a producer. And that's K Tronada. K Tronada, Bubba. This album has almost every artist you would like want on an album, to be honest. Mick Jenkins on here, Sir's on here, Masego, Caliuchis is on here, Van Jess, man, they underrated as hell. Estelle's on here. He got Charlotte Day Wilson on here. Like, come on. Gold Link's on here. Tinashe's on here. Tidra Moses is on here. Like, there are some fantastic artists on here. Like, shout out to K Tronada. He don't get the credit as a producer, but he is one of the best producers out here. Go listen to his project with Amine. Bangers on bangers on bangers. Shout out to them, though. This is a fantastic project. I listen to this project a lot. Like, a lot. Gotta show y'all the inside, because wouldn't be doing it justice if I didn't do that. I love, like, album covers, too. And this is, like, a memorable album cover. And it's very simple. It's a very simple album cover, but it's memorable to me. I'm a fan. Shout out to Katronada. Keep doing your thing. But this last album right here, is that Confessions. Usher, to me, the greatest R&B album of all time. One of the greatest albums of all time. So many hits on this album. Literally almost every song on this album could have been the #1 single. You got Yeah on here, and that's probably the worst song on the album. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah is on here, and it's the worst song on the album. That's how fantastic this album is. This has one of my favorite R&B songs of all time, Superstar. Like, Usher is a generational talent. Like, I saw on the internet people saying, like, oh, Usher doesn't have enough hits to compete against Chris Brown in a versus. Usher Raymond. They said Usher Raymond don't have enough hits. Come on now. They said Usher don't have enough hits to do the Super Bowl. Like, what are we talking about right now? What are we actually talking about? Usher can literally do the Super Bowl on just the Confessions album alone. Put some respect on Usher Raymond's name, please. The greatest R&B album of all time. I'm willing to argue with anybody on that. We can go back to back on that. Usher's Confessions is the greatest. It is the greatest. I'm a big fan. I saw him perform twice this year. Want to see him again, to be honest. Usher is great. There ain't too many people who have a better catalog than him. Ain't too many people. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this. There's only 2 people living right now who are seeing Usher in a versus. And that's Stevie Wonder, and that is Beyonce. Those are the only 2 people who could even compete against Usher. He's that fantastic. This project is that fantastic. Shout out to Usher. And this has been Jamal Does Vinyl. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All that stuff that YouTubers tell y'all to do, man. Come along on the journey, man. And I'll catch y'all next time.